Hello, this is Teresa, and welcome to my mess. So today's mess is going to be about, let's see, what did I call it? I just drew a blank. Roxy's Medieval Mirage Monday, and I am using the Illuminated Botanicals kit from Medieval Mirage, which you can find on the Medieval Mirage Etsy shop. So looks like the technology's working just fine, and all I'm doing is tearing things up right now. So this may not be a fun video to watch. I've got the pages printed out. Some I used Jarf's backgrounds, and Jarf is the creator for Medieval Mirage kits, and then some are different forms of ephemera, whether there be like envelope pockets with windows or belly bands. So every time I think I'm going to get started, I decide that I've got some more cutting up to do and some more organizing. And some folks might poo-poo on the organizing part of it, you know, that that's a waste of the creative juices and that sort of thing. Oh no, organizing gets my mojo going. So that's just for me. May not be that way for everybody, but I do love to organize. So like I would put all these in file folders. I like to make stacks for the Medieval Mirage kits. So like these are all tags that often can fit in different window envelopes. So like something like this, I doubt any of these because these aren't thin enough. So I'm going to put the windows together. Here's a thin tag that would probably fit. And I'll just put this, okay, this is a belly band. And then we've just got little pieces. And I have decided, I didn't want to decide it because I didn't want to use my fabric scissors for cutting paper. These Fisker shears are what I use for cutting fabric. But I saw in a video, I think it was a video, that for somebody like me, that these Fisker shears with the pressure, you know, okay, so it's spring action. So spring action offers pressure. Is that what I want to say? I don't even remember what video it was that I watched, but I feel like I hate cutting circles and ovals is what I've got to say first. And I feel like I do a better job, not saying perfect or anything, but I feel like I do a better job using these. I turn them over to kind of get an idea. I always end up with a little bit of a point at the top, no matter what I do. But I think I'm just being overcritical because it's not that bad. So I wanted to share that with you. These need cut out still. I love these pockets, and I haven't used this kind of pocket before. I have them cut out from another kit, but I don't think I ever used them. I might be wrong. Maybe I used this type. So I'm really excited to have an opportunity to use these pockets. This is a big window. That's gonna go there. What was I gonna say? I'm excited to use them because I don't think I really knew what to do with them before. So I have to watch a lot of videos to learn how to use this kit. But it's a labor of love because I really enjoy watching Roxy Creations. And I found a couple other YouTubers that use this stuff, and it's very inspiring. So these all go together here. I'll make a pile over there. These are more tags. I liked the different size tags in this kit. I needed some smaller tags. So that's going to be fun. More ovals. More of these. There's a square. There's a pocket. Here's a big tag and a thinner tag, big tag, thinner tags. This can be monotonous to watch probably, but I love doing this. And really, you know, that's what junk journaling is all about, is doing things that you love, whether it's putting together a journal or preparing ephemera or organizing your stuff, buying your stuff. Doesn't matter. It's whatever you love. So don't ever let anybody criticize you for doing what brings you joy. And with that, we'll follow your mojo. Maybe your mojo is just to organize, or maybe it's just to create ephemera. Who's to judge? Like we were saying during the Junk Journal July challenge, there are no rules. Now there may be rules in individual groups as to what projects you're allowed to share, how you're allowed to share them, i.e. a post, pictures, the type of pictures you use, whether you can share your YouTube channel if you have one, or a link to Instagram, so on and so forth. I have a group. I don't know. Yeah, this is to be torn in half. Ooh, but that would be really cool to do as a wraparound of some sort, maybe. There's not a lot of, there's no distance in between. I'm not going to fold that. I'm going to wait and fold it with my scoreboard because I'm leaving options open. I may just go ahead and cut it, but I'm leaving options. So these are little tiny, oh, I know. These can be some really cool mini notebooks. So let's see. I'm just getting the extra off for now. Actually, this is a three-way. Let's finish cutting this out because I'm gonna have to get my scoreboard out. When you have troubles with fussy cutting due to arthritis or say some other kind of ailment, like for me it's tremors, the key is to go slow and to find a pair of scissors that make you comfortable. And this seems to be a pretty good combination for me. And don't feel like you have to do it like everybody else. Now, it is a good habit to try and guide your cutting with your left hand. Have I been off camera? I think I have. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so, but if for some reason it's not feeling comfortable to you, just do what feels comfortable. Don't be afraid to experiment. Like here, I couldn't get all that, so I'm going to come back this way. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's get the scoreboard out. Let's see. I think that'll line up pretty good. Now you don't want to press too hard because if you're like me, you're printing out on paper. If you're printing out on cardstock, you can use more pressure. But I used to print out on cardstock more, but when I would back it and maybe use some book page to further embellish it, a lot of my stuff was just too thick because I use a pretty heavy paper, copy paper anyways. Oh yeah, this folds nicely. Oh, these are cute. I mean, you could also use them as tags, but this is really cute. I like this. Now I will end up inking that because unfortunately this particular page I did not print off. Actually, I probably will back it. So again, I'm going to leave my options open for now. So that's how that works. Tag. We'll put that in the tag pile. Even though I'm going to probably use it as some kind of booklet. A booklet in a pocket. That's probably what I will do with it. Okay, so now we've got some journal cards. 2 pages of journal cards. And for me, it's just easier to tear everything with my ruler. Sometimes I have to pick up the scissors and do some trimming a lot of times. But to get things started, I like to use my tear ruler. These are cute. when I'm done, I'm going to have to see how much room I have in my large ephemera book that I did over the weekend. And a flip through of that is on the video before this one, if you'd like to see how that turned out. It was a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be so beneficial and so much fun. I do have to minimize, but I do like my stuff. And today I got an order in of mulberry paper, and I wouldn't ever thought to buy mulberry paper from Amazon, you know, because that just seems like an Etsy thing to me. But again, I think I was watching a video, and it said where she got her mulberry paper from, and it came in today, and I just love it already. When I first looked at it, I was like, oh, I'm not going to use this color. Oh, I'm not going to use this color, because the colors were like too garden green. And I say garden green because that's a Stampin' Up! Color. So that's how I mean, I'll look at a dress in a store and say, oh, that's Coastal Cabana. And I probably will never change from doing that. I even got my husband to start saying Coastal Cabana. Like, he bought a mini toaster for the RV, and of which we live in it. And he said, see, it's even Coastal Cabana. I thought that was cute. Husbands can be cute sometimes. Mine is cute fairly often. Very romantic too, in the sense that he'll say something, yes, I blah blah blah, light up or something every time you walk in the room, or something like that, and I'm just like, oh, you charmer. So I wonder if most of us crafting ladies, let's see, was I making cards when no, not really. I wasn't doing a lot of crafting, just once in a while when I was married to my children's father. He was an abuser, so I was busy with trying to maintain, and I homeschooled my kids, so that kept me busy. And my kids are what brought me joy. So you got to share these things because, you know, they happen. And people lie. Oh my gosh, people are mean and they lie. Even people that you think that you are close to, that are your world or whatever. I don't know if I ever thought he was my world, but I do about this husband. He is my world. We've been together. So the marriage to my children's father was about 16 years. I've been with this husband I've been married to him for, I want to say 10 years, but I don't think that's right. Anyways, it's been a decade of relationship. And where's my big scissors? He's just an all-around great guy. I forgot what my point was, so I'm going to quit talking. So I was kind of thinking that I wanted to work up a little bit of a skit for my introduction, because I watch other YouTubers, and as an attendee of their YouTube presentation, I often wonder, what did she say? Why is that happening? Why is she doing what she's doing? You know, not out of condemnation or judgment or anything. I'm just curious. And it's even more interesting when it's something that you relate to. Like one gal that I just started watching appeared to have tremors. Well, turns out, I believe she said she has a tumor in her head. Now the first, oh gosh, I think I've watched about at least 4 of her videos now. And the first few times that she said it, I missed it. I couldn't, she'd say, if I'm slurring my words, I haven't been drinking, or something like that. But she often would say, if I'm slurring my words. And tonight, I really listened carefully to try and not miss what she was saying. You know, you get distracted, or I don't know, the audio quality isn't all that great, or the person speaks quickly and you just didn't pick it up, what they said. And so today I did. I heard what she said. So that kind of thing, while, you know, many people would think it's not the best of circumstances, I don't think my tremors are the best of circumstances. I get so mad when I'm trying to do something. Oh, like, well, I'm just doing something, and all of a sudden, whatever I'm picking up goes flying across the table, and I'll go, ugh. I'll probably cuss. I don't know what I do, but anyways, it's very frustrating. And, but it is what it is. So, even though I may not consider it the best of circumstances, doesn't mean that I can't consider that I have a good quality of life. Because I do. I have a craft room full of supplies and a super awesome husband, and I won't say which is most important. Just kidding. It's the husband. So, anyways, I have a successful business that I own, and life is good. So anyways, it's not about being nosy. It's just sometimes we relate to what folks say, and therefore it's of interest to us. So please feel free to chat in the comments about, you know, anything, any trials that you might be going through. Feel free to ask me any questions. I won't talk about my politics, probably. I will talk about my God, and I'm very happy to have him in my life. I don't pretend to be somebody who is ultra religious or something like that. I am pretty conservative. I guess I just talked about my politics. So I kind of lie sometimes too, I guess. I am passionate about the idea that children shouldn't be harmed, that they shouldn't be bullied or abused in other ways. I'm passionate about the idea that we shouldn't be sheep. We should be educated, and we should, I mean, it doesn't have to be a college education. I have one, but I have children that do. I actually only have one child, that has a college education. But I have two that are very successful with their own business, and one that is very successful working for a company. She's been with them since she was in high school. And her oldest is just going to high school this year, so she's getting close to where she technically could be old enough to be a grandma. I don't really know what her real age is, so that's how I describe it. I've got 6 kids. I can't keep track of their ages. I've got a multitude of beautiful grandchildren. The youngest I get to go pick up from her preschool on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. We're gonna have a little visit. We'll have dinner together, and then her mom will come pick her up. Mom doesn't have to tell me what she's doing. All she has to do is say, "Do you want to pick her up on Thursday?" And I'll say, "Yep, what time?" We're going to Arizona at the end, about the last week of October. So I have to get all my visiting in. I'm going to take the kids shopping for their Christmas before I leave, and treat a couple of moms to a treat. To let them know I appreciate them. They're not my daughters. They're exes of my son. And he's dealt them a raw deal. So I'm going to spoil them. Which should be his job, but I got it. Okay, there's that. Oh, I'm about to knock things over on the floor. So I hope y'all are having a good day. And I hope you're having fun crafting, because I know I always have a good day when I get a chance to do some crafting. Thanks for those of you who have subscribed. Seems like it was just a little while ago that I was like begging people to subscribe, because I was getting anxious to get to the 200 count, and now I'm at 209, and I realized that someday I'm gonna look up and it's going to be an even larger number than that. Let's see, I'm the type who's slow and steady. I didn't produce a lot of content when I first started. It was very, very haphazard. And that's when I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. But since I started doing junk journaling, I'm just more inspired to create content. It's my thing. It's my forte. Now, I'm not one to boast, but I did get a lot of compliments on my cards, and I can do lovely greeting cards. Look at some of my old videos, and you can see what I'm talking about. But I enjoy this so much more. And I use a lot of the techniques and tricks that I learned while making cards. And I'll keep a lot of my Stampin' Up! Stuff. Like I'm going to keep my mini embossing machine. I just sold my Big Shot because it's too big for the trailer. And I can get along just fine with the mini. Very busy trying to sell off my huge collection of Stampin' Up! Stuff. I pared down my inks to something that I think I'm comfortable with. I mostly use brown and black. So then I just picked a couple extra colors, like a couple reds and blues and greens and a yellow. And of course, Coastal Cabana. Oh, my back's starting to hurt. One more sheet of ephemera. My husband's watching a detective type show that I believe is based in Australia, and there's one character that I can hear her talk that is Australian, and she sounds like an Australian Valley girl. Imagine that. Okay, let's see. going to try tearing this one. This would look good hand torn, I think. It's kind of silly to do it already though, because I still have to back them. Oops. So I think I'll just wait. Oh, you know what? What I like to do is when it's this like delicate, that's not quite the word I want to say. I like to go ahead and do something like this and then back it, and I just don't worry about the edges matching up because I'm not in a big hurry to get these to a certain point, because I have 1600s Italian paper book pages on order, the ones that have the wormholes in them. So from Roxy's Creations. So those are on their way, and I'll be using those for some of my backing. That looks good. It's kind of hard on my hands to do that kind of hand tearing, so I'll go back to the scissors. This would be really pretty to have a big piece of lace backing it. I know I have a big piece of black lace. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have white. Vintage vanilla would be lovely on the back of this. I don't have anything like that. That one I'm going to hand tear. The lady who is the star of this show, and the show that my husband's watching right now, she has a lovely Australian accent. Okay, settle down, hand. Here's my crunchy scissors. There we go. Sometimes I'll just take the paper clip to hold them together until I'm ready to work on them. Thought I had a little tiny paper clip. Okay, we've got circles. Squares, these. Okay, so then next time I should be working on backing some stuff. I'm going to do some of it off camera because I'm excited and I can't wait. Whoa. Okay, well, I hope that that was informative to you. I don't know how inspiring it might have been, because we just were going through the different ephemera pieces that are in the kit and just watching me tear and cut. So, but it's important to see how the different pieces are, especially for this kit. So, in ideas of how to bring it together. One of the things I don't like about doing this is because then I split these up from these pieces and that sort of thing. But if I put these in my book, which I plan to, at the back of the book, don't rip the pages because I did a ring binding system. But Medieval Mirage is back here, starts right here, and then these are some florals from Roxy Creations. Okay, we've got some butterflies that are escaping. Where are you from, butterflies? I think you guys are all in here. So yeah, oh, this is where they all were, over here. So, oh, that needs some repair. You know, the thing is I had to remind myself to slow down, stop, take a break, and come back, because after a while, it's so much work that you start to get a little sloppy. So this is the last page. So there's no room there. There's a little bit of room up here for things like this. That's why it's not staying, because the washi tape is coming up. Okay, that will be an easy fix. What else do I have over here that's tiny? Not necessarily tiny. This is too much for that spot, but I'm just going to do that for now. Oh, everything's going to fall out there. So, yeah, I need to use up some of this stuff here. This is from Tracy Fox Travel Kit, and either that or put it somewhere else. But actually, you know, it's probably time all these little pieces are not staying. Okay, that wasn't a good place for them. So what I could do though, let's put these over here. These little butterflies are getting lost. Is I could, so first of all, fix the washi tape. With some Barely Art glue. And then what I was thinking is I could take some vellum. I'm trying to think where I might have some close by. Ooh, I know. I have some in my workbox. Here's a master board that I was working on yesterday to use up some of the labels. There we go. Here's some vellum. So what I was thinking is I could make a little pocket. I want to get the best use out of this sheet. This would probably be the best use. So then I could put it in like this, and bone folder. And then take some glue and glue it up the side. And then I'm thinking to take this and fold this over like an envelope flap. That's not real straight, but. And then I'm thinking I'm going to taper this. And I'm going to put this in here, and then I can put my little things in there. This is like watching glue dry, I'm sure. Okay, whoops, one more butterfly. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put the circles in there too. I think that's about everything. Here's another butterfly. Okay, and then when I want to take, I can take it out easily to go through these, and I should have loaded it that way too. Okay, so then I can put it back in here like that, and then I can fold this down, and I can use just a little bit of, I can use a little of my age tape. I don't think it will be, I think it will come off and on easily enough. Just a little tiny bit. And then when I'm ready to open it, I can just go like that, and it opens. I don't need a real secure closure. So now when I, oh, okay, that's not working. So then when I go like that, they don't fall out. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah, so I just need to, it's time to put another page in here. So that's what I have these flaps for. This one I turned into a pocket. This one has stuff on it, and that is the last page. So I could also, I was thinking about just putting some black pages in between, because black cardstock would go well in here. So let's just think about that. I'm trying to remember where it is. I think it's in here. Yep. I'm going to take out 2 pages. And they need to be 8, let's go 9 inches by 12. I have another master board that was drying on top of my trimmer. So this is that mulberry paper, that's that garden green color, but it takes ink really well. I dropped some ink on it, which is fine. So now that this is dry, I'll turn it over and I'll cut it up into tags. Yep. Where are we at? We're at 59 minutes. I better not. I was thinking about doing it right now, but no. It's time to bring this to a close. So we're going to do 9 inches. Whoops. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're going to do this at 3 inches. So I'm too lazy to bring the arm out. Actually, I'm going to do it just a little bit more than 3 inches. So I felt like I was cutting it kind of close. Okay. And we're going to take my roller again, bring this in just a little bit. I just saw my pencil. Where'd it go? Phooey. Phooey, phooey, phooey. I know I just saw it. There it is. This is the lazy, barely measuring way. Ouch, pinch my finger. Let's see if that worked, because that was really lazy. Too much stuff underneath there. Okay, it's working. And then I've got a couple more sheets left of vellum. So I'll make some vellum strips, and then I'll be able to file some more of this ephemera. And then when my other paper comes in, which I probably won't be able to wait for it, I'll probably start using the stuff that I have that doesn't have holes in it. But anyways, I just wanted to show you that. The pencil marks usually come off really easy with this eraser, which you can get off of Amazon. Oh yes, well, I could always cover that up too with the little decoration, a little bit of washi tape or something. But this is a functional item, not so much decorative as functional. I am decorating it some as I go, but the main focus is on function. This is my mulberry paper bag. that I'm going to, I think I'm going to do my journal. Is that upside down? Yes, it is. I know these colors would look lovely. So let me know in the comments. This is what I'm planning on doing for my journal. I'm going to do the Midori style with this, and yeah, I just threw that down because it was handy, but I'm not really sure what I'll use to decorate this with, but by golly, these colors, whoops, go really nice together, don't they? Now I'm getting excited. At first I wasn't sure if this would work because of the flow of the time period, but I think it will work really nice. And then I'll probably use the hitching post connector. Yeah, this is really coming together. Okay, so thanks for spending time with me, and I'm always interested in hearing what your comments are, and I hope that we came up with some good ideas together, and I look forward to having you visit in the next episode, the next video.